if you are a frequent traveler to the United States and you spend extended periods of time in the United States, or maybe you're a snowbird, or maybe you work in the United States on a TN, an L, or an H-1B visa, and you need to keep track of your travel and time spent in the United States, then CBP has launched a new feature in their CBP Home mobile app that allows you to track your entries and exits to the United States, and it's called the intent to depart feature. And this is actually very helpful to those who need to track their time and to want to make sure that they're compliant with their stay in the United States. Maybe you're on an L visa and you only want to spend 50% of your time in the United States so that you can continue extending that L visa indefinitely. Well, this feature allows you to track your time in the United States and easily prove to the border and USCIS how much time you spent in the US. Or maybe you're on an H-1B visa and you want to use that 6 years and extend that as much as possible with recapturing your time spent outside of the United States, and you commute from Canada. Well, this app will allow you to track your time spent in the United States. So it's very helpful for those that are trying to track their stay in the United States. So this app allows you to officially record your departure from the United States to show that you are being compliant with immigration law and the new alien registration requirement as well. So who can benefit from this tool? Well, Canadians coming to the United States on extended visits, so snowbirds, business travelers, or just frequent visitors to the United States. Like I mentioned, foreign individuals in the United States on H-1B or TN or L1 visas who need to track their time that they're spending in the United States, and really anyone who wants to avoid overstay penalties in the United States. This app is very helpful. So many Canadians assume that they just can come to the United States for up to 6 months without any formal tracking. Well, now there is the alien registration requirement that requires you to register your stay in the United States if it's longer than 30 days. And you must be compliant with the alien registration requirement to avoid any fines or penalties or immigration consequences. So this applies to anyone staying in the United States over 30 days. And you need to track when you came here and when you exit the United States and make sure that's accurate if you're staying over 30 days. Now, if you stay over 180 days and you exceed your I-94 or your approved stay in the United States and you didn't track your allowed time, that has major consequences for your stay in the United States. It could lead to permanent bars on entry to the United States, 3-year bar, a 10-year bar, or if fraud's involved, a permanent 5-year bar. So tracking that extended stay in the United States in accordance with your I-94 admission record, or in other words, your allowed time to stay in the United States, is very important. And not recording your exit from the United States could impact your future travel. So this app makes the recording of that departure much more efficient and easier for you so that you can prove to CBP or USCIS that you were compliant with your stay in the United States. So if you're working in the United States on an H-1B, a TN, or L, then this app makes it much easier for you to track your 6-year limit on an H-1B. Also for the TN and L, it'll track your stay if you're on a TN to show that you didn't overstay your 3 years, or if you're on an L to, again, track your intermittent travel back and forth. And if you're applying for a green card or visa in the future, you will have accurate records of your stay in the United States to be able to show the US government that you maintained valid immigration status. And it's not just for tracking your departures. The CBP Home app has some other features that you might find helpful. It has the report your exit to keep your travel records up to date of your exits. You can also apply for an I-94 through this app up to 7 days before your arrival to the United States, which meets the alien registration requirement. So you can avoid the alien registration inside the United States if you use this app ahead of time and you get yourself an I-94 prior to your travel to the United States, and that must be done within 7 days of your travel to the US. Also, this app has real-time border wait times, so it can ease your travel to the U.S. by choosing a port of entry that has lower wait times. And it also has faster overall processing if you use this app, and it's completely free. So it makes tracking your entries and exits to the United States much easier. You can apply for the I-94 in advance to avoid the alien registration requirement, and you can track your exit to prove that you were compliant, that you did not overstay your visa in the United States. So if you are a frequent traveler to the United States, the CBP Home app and this feature now that they've implemented to record your exit to the United States is a very useful tool for those that are spending extended time in the United States.